As we started with our previous video concerning the types of lands we have in Ghana, and then we promised to explain it for us to understand the systems that we have, the land types that we have in Ghana. Today we are starting with stool or skin land. Somebody will hear stool or skin, and somebody might ask, how is it possible that a stool will have a land or a skin will have a land? That is not what it means. Normally in the southern Ghana, they sit on a stool as a sign of their chieftaincy. When you go to the northern Ghana, they sit on a skin to show their powers of their leadership in the community. So when we are in the southern Ghana, we are talking about stool. When we are in the northern Ghana, we are talking about skin. So basically, what we have to understand concerning stool land is a land that is controlled by customary government. When you talk about customary government, is our chiefs that we have. These are the people who are in charge of it. Because they are in charge of it and their powers of ruling is on the stool or the skin, the moment they assume their leadership to the skin or to the stool, then they become the stool chiefs of that community. So therefore, that land within their boundary now falls within their ownership and their control. So this is the stool or skin land. When we go to the Ashanti region, an entire land of Ashanti region falls within the stool of Otumfuo. When we go to northern region, the entire of northern region falls under the skin of Bewa Palace. So the Yana is the overlord of the skin land in northern region. So this is what a stool or a skin land means. There are one or two conditions that you need to consider before going into land agreement with a stool or a skin. First consideration you need to consider before going into agreement with them or to go into leasehold with them is make sure that substantive chief on that stool or that skin is not having any court issue, is not having anybody who is contesting him or contesting the legitimacy of his skin or his stool. No, the moment they have court issue, don't go near it, because it might be that the court will now rule against the one who is now sitting on the skin, and that if you have an agreement with them, you end up repaying for that particular land you've already paid for. So make sure when you are going into agreement with them, they don't have any dispute that they are settling in court, or they are not settling on the substantive chief that is currently on the skin or on the stool. So when this condition is met, then you can go into agreement with skin or stool land to acquire land.